actually really, really exciting because I didn't know this going in, but I didn't know that nobody knows what James looks like. And that's incredible, right? Like in 2017, the fact that somebody can be like hugely everywhere and have these incredible listeners and followers and nobody knows what he looks like and people think he looks like a goat is amazing to me. It's like I'm unmasking Banksy. And that's what we're gonna do right now in like 2 seconds. That's what's gonna happen. Are you ready? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James!
Wow.
What?
I'd be lying if I said this wasn't a little bit unsettling. You know, this is first time you review it, you just go to a crowd of 200 people. But that being said, it's better than in there. It's a bit of a spooky corridor, if I'm honest. So it's nice to be out here. But the reason I was going to come out first, Mason suggested this, that you could all kind of get adjusted to my voice coming out of this particular head and the shocking amount of grey hair I have for a man my age. He told me to say that specifically, but you might have already known that if you saw my brothers earlier, the one that Mason likes, hand up, and the one that Mason doesn't like. Go up and say hi after. Yeah, you didn't think I was going to call you out, did you? But what I want to do before I bring Mason out in the style of the show is thank 365, of course, for setting this up.
Mason, you're not supposed to come out yet. God.
Look, they put all the money up. They made the tickets real. They made the tickets real. Look, all right, fine. So everyone, please welcome to the stage, Nick Mason.
Get out here, Mason.
Behold!
Yeah, no, it's good.
Behold the power I...
Oh, come on, this is for hydration. What? No, it's my...
No, behold.
You're a bad bloke. That was my ticking off checklist pencil.
It's not happening now.
It'll still work, hopefully. Okay. Bloody hell. Oh, sorry, here, you can have that back. I bought a pen, and you set this up.
I don't think there's enough.
It's probably not good.
It's probably
we
not
don't
gonna
own that, so it's probably not a good idea.
This is a rental. This is a, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guy who makes those?
Our friend Alan makes like insane, like legit Captain America shields and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be here at some point.
Yeah.
So we'll say hi afterwards.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a bit of stuff there, a bit of gear if you want to go try it out. Even take some home. I don't think he'd mind, to be honest. Look, we just wanted to say this has been a really big opportunity for us to like start this kind of organisation in the spirit of amazing organisations.
Well, I figure like, you know, we started this like the tail end of 2013.
Yeah.
And to think that like a couple of short years later we would be here like 2 doors down from where I actually work. Like just down at the tram.
What a dream, eh?
Yeah. I said to you, well, you said to me, should we have it at like Federation Square's Acme, like the spear point of like incredible new technologies and new media? And I said no, because I'd have to move my car, obviously. And then I said, look, counter offer, can we have it at the Butler Dry Cleaning, which is just the next one over? Yep. And you were like, no. So here we are. Compromise is important.
Absolutely. So no, it's a pretty sweet menu, if I'm being honest. But look, the idea is we're trying to. The idea is to
first tackle from over there.
The idea is, what are we talking here? The idea, it's very early days.
You guys know the deal. Hey, I think Ben asked earlier, but round of applause. Who here has heard the show before? Oh, nice.
See, they actually are real James. They actually are.
Round of applause. Who has never heard it but has been dragged here by a friend or partner?
Oh.
Almost louder.
Yeah,
almost louder. Right, yeah. Which would have been very sad if maybe 6 guys had bought 30 tickets each. That would have been.
That's right, yeah.
Guys, they talk about movies. It's really exciting.
So we thought this would be a really good opportunity to kind of, well, not all businesses do well. What is it, like more than half failed within the first year? So we thought, hey, why don't we use this opportunity to talk about some of the bigger failings from business history? You know, because we're under no illusions that this, you know, there could be a year from now and people will be like, remember when they tried that thing and they really fucked it up? So we thought, look, we're not going to be the only ones who've done that. I know you've got a good example to kind of kick off with.
Oh, the XFL.
The XFL. Does anyone know what the XFL is? Steele knows what the XFL is. Do you want to break that down for people?
The XFL was the World Wrestling Federation's attempt at a football league.
Right.
It lasted one season. The first injury was because it was meant to be the more extreme football league, and so there were fewer rules and like more fisticuffs. And the first injury happened during the first coin toss. So there was
In what? How?
Well, they didn't have a traditional coin toss. They had the human coin toss, which is where they put the football in the middle of the field. They got one player from each team to scramble for it.
Was this in like the extreme 2000s?
This was the year 2000.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
the most extreme of the years,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It was a year we were all waiting for. We were like, I can't wait till 99 kicks over to 2000. It's going to be so extreme.
Hey, professional podcaster Nick.
Yes, hello.
Could you get on your mic?
Yes. There we go. We'll fix it in post. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. Like a lot of these, even like big companies, like say Disney, like they've got Star Wars, they've got Pixar, they've got you guys know this. They've got Marvel, but it's not like they weren't without their missteps along the way. Because it seems like since Pirates of the Caribbean, they've been trying to replicate the success of having like a ride turned into a movie franchise. You know what I'm talking about? Like Tower of Terror. Remember that one?
That was a movie?
That was a movie. Was that before or after? Hang on, I got a list.
We don't do the live experience a lot.
No, we certainly don't.
To...
Haunted Mansion, that's a really good example, actually. Haunted Mansion came out like 2 months after Pirates of the Caribbean. It was an Eddie Murphy picture, which, of course, obviously that's a big misstep right there. Because he's got a string of like horrible flops, but they just kept giving him $100 million. Like for what's that one?
Well, that's We Can Dream.
This
This is a horrible flop.
That's
Maybe
right. Yeah.
It's coming our way anyway.
Because he did Pluto Nash, which I don't think anybody saw. Does anyone see that? Oh, he saw it. Okay.
Everybody in the world who's seen Pluto Nash is in this audience.
That's right. Well, you say that because it cost $100 million and it made $7 million. So it's that kind of $7 million. I should have clarified. Not that it really matters. It's still just to write it off. It's a loss, isn't it? But it's like the same with like Prince of Persia. They've tried to kick it off. Like Tron, which I know you're a big fan of. They tried to bring Tron back for some reason. John,
it's great.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
What, the first one or the second
I'm not
one?
committed to fighting you on this.
Okay,
so it's fine.
And like John Carter of Mars, there's a whole lot of these bizarre. Was there a woo for John Carter of Mars? What is happening
Dragon
there?
friends love John Carter of Mars.
Oh, there you go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and like Tomorrowland and the like. But the thing that I don't know that really bothers me, and I think this bothers me more than you, is the likes of like gritty fairy tale reboots.
Oh sure, a Maleficent.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, a Maleficent, a Pan, which I have an enormous disdain for because I remember I've talked about this before. I came back from the beach to see it. Like I was having a lovely day at the beach with my wife, but I was like, I'm gonna drive back in the heat and then sit in a theatre and watch fucking Pan. And it was just, there was a Nirvana cover and there was Captain Hook was young and cool.
Because they're displaced from time.
Yeah, I know, I
sense.
get it. Yeah, but it was just horrendous. So, you know, even Disney has its missteps. We're the Disney of podcasting. Well, that's my point, makes sense. Like, we haven't quite struck on, you know, the right thing just yet, but we'll get there.
We'll find ourselves a...
We'll sweep all these guys out, clean slate next year. Yeah. Do you have any, like...
That presupposes that they're not going to sweep us out.
Oh, no, we're out also.
Yeah, okay, great, good.
Gritty reboot, younger, cooler, less grey, you know.
Yeah.
Tighter facial hair, if I'm honest, might be the way to go.
Probably.
But yeah. Have you got any other ones that in particular that you...
Look, I didn't do a heap of research for this episode.
surprise,
I
yeah,
sort of assumed I would wing it on the day. It's working fine so far.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going again?
I'm literally not going to do
sure.
another
Okay,
one.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I got one for you. Young adult novels, right, after the success of Harry Potter and Twilight, I guess. I mean, they made money. I feel like those movies are as good as they can be for what they are. Like, if anyone's... I've read about 10 pages of Twilight, and it's really something. Like, but not in a good way, obviously. But on the back of that, there's just been a whole lot of these ridiculous adult novels, which I'm going to list for you, and you tell me if you've heard of any of these. These are actual films that exist.
I'm ready.
I don't mean that you've seen, I mean, have you heard of them?
Okay.
The Host.
Not the Korean...
Not the
sci-fi.
Korean
Then no.
monster. Okay,
Then no.
good. Beautiful Creatures.
The Korean monster
The
movie?
Korean monster movie.
Then no.
Yes. Okay.
Don't know.
I think I've written this one wrong, or it might be right. The Mortal City of Instruments Bones.
I've seen a bus ad for it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So A+.
Okay, good. City of Ember.
No.
Is that's like a kid's novel more, isn't it, than an adult one? I will give that one a pass. All right. You made it. Oh, this is a good one. Cirque du Freak, the vampire's assistant.
It sounds very Nicolas Cage, but I don't think it
No,
is Nicolas Cage.
but well, he's the king of like taking a franchise and kind of killing it. So Disney, do you hear that? That was weird. Sorcerer's Apprentice. And you have a theory, what is it, the dumber his wig, the dumber the movie?
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
right? If he's got something high and tight, like
The Weatherman.
yeah, classic example. You know he's putting on his serious face, maybe he has to stop his son from getting addicted to drugs or whatever, but otherwise he's just wizardry and flapping his arms about. So yeah, The Sorcerer's Apprentice is definitely one of those. Okay, I got one more. I Am Number 4, which I have seen. Anyone seen that? It's fine, right? It's fine? Yeah, exactly. It's all right. That's a perfect... that is the perfect... I couldn't think of the word. I was going to say explanation, but that's not it. You know what? I'm just going to move on. I'm just flipping this. All right.
Comic professionals.
Yeah, you know it. Comic book movies. Yay! Yeah, this guy... They're not...
I'm sorry, what?
They're not... They're not all winners.
I'm pioneering a new character, guy who doesn't know what comic book movies are.
He springs this character on me every now and again, and I'm never ready. Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Are you scouting for a different co-host?
That's
Is that
exactly
what's happening? Is that what's happening here?
Somebody who doesn't bring bizarre personalities that springs on me at the last minute in front of a live audience, exactly. Yeah.
No, that's what I do as well, so that's only fair.
Has anyone got any other ones? Any good example? Green Lantern, yeah, that's absolutely. Tank Girl. Who said Tank Girl? Wow, that's incredible. Tank Girl. What do you know about Tank Girl? Isn't the end of it animated? They're like, no budget animation. Isn't that how it ends?
Live action kangaroo.
That's right. Who played the kangaroo?
It was Ice-T.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I'm like, is it Ice Cube? But I didn't want to say that in case, is that racist if I say that? But yeah, I'm glad you said it. Okay, yeah, no, I remember that one. Doesn't the bad guy has a holographic head? Yep. Yeah, okay, good. Man.
So why did it fail again? What's...
Absolutely. And someone said Green Lantern, which they're given a shot again in a few years. But we're looking forward to that, right? Oh, okay. Oh. Depends who does it. If David Goyer does it, like they said, train wreck.
I think it's going to be bad.
It's probably going to be bad.
Look, I feel we're amongst friends here. This is not coming out anywhere. So I can say I have no faith in any of those, and I think they're all going to crash and burn.
This is going
Also,
on
I
the
killed
internet.
some guys
Okay.
in the alley just earlier.
That was you?
Yeah.
I had to step over bodies to get here. Okay, all right, gotcha. Underdog?
No, that's that. Now you're reaching. All right.
All right, look, I'm getting the wrap up because we got to be out of here in an hour so people can drink. All right, that's the idea. So I think the idea is now we're going to bring Ben back on if he's ready. You
Yeah,
feeling ready?
I'm born ready, mate.
Look at him go. Yeah. So,
round of applause, please.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I
Stop it.
shouldn't clap. I'm in it. So, yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Kudos.
That was good. It was like...
Hello, Peter. Hello, Hollywood Pete Ford. How are you?
Hi, Jen.
About the podcast. Did you all have fun? How
Yeah.
were the guys? How was race day?
Look, it could have been better. I mean,
No,
I hope
I
he doesn't
actually
hear
agree.
that I said this, but yeah.
and the reveal of James
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
That's
I don't know. I literally don't know.
He's a lot less handsome in real life. Yeah, agreed.
Like, it now makes more sense when, like, Steele or someone said he's just a guy.
Yeah, he is just a guy. We didn't believe him.
You
Everyone
can't
said he's just a guy.
explain.
We're like, there's got to be a scar or a bulge or something.
Some identifying feature.
everybody. What did they think of the reveal of Mr. Sunday movie?
I didn't even know who he was, so it was just like meeting a new person for me. He looks like my friend from uni, like an older version, so I'm like, hey, it's Matt.
I'm asking everybody what they thought of the reveal of Mr. Sunday movies.
I was a bit sharp, if I'm honest. It could have been. There was no flair to
What
it.
you were expecting, or
No, and in a bad way, if I'm honest. Yeah. Can you see up my nose? Is this what's happening right now?
I think that's the idea. It's 360. It can see everything. Like it sees more than you can see. Like it's literally got eyes in the back of its head. Like, that's beautiful. And in the side, and in the back, and the top, and the bottom. Like I think that's.
Someone watching this just vomited. That's right.